We've had a fair bit of travel in the last couple of weeks. How are you sort of feeling and ready to go this weekend?
Yeah, I feel really ready to go. I'm all good. It's tough going from flying to playing, but you kind of get on with it, right? It's our job, so you got to go on with it. And fair play to Painey after playing 2 90s, and then backing it up. But no, all is good.
What did you get out of being in the camp these last couple of weeks?
Away with the All Whites, it was a great experience, and to get my first cap was very special for me. So yeah, there's lots to learn there, and you get to be around amazing players every single day, so that's great. And then hopefully take a bit of confidence back into coming back here and just continue to keep playing and keep doing my best. And
how nice is it returning to an environment where the team's on a roll, top of the table, things are gelling? Is it exciting to be back?
Yeah, for sure, it's exciting to be back. We've been playing well so far, and we just want to keep it going. Like the team's together, and we want to just keep doing what we're doing.
How did you motivate yourself for this season? Obviously, maybe game time wasn't where you wanted it to be last year, but getting into the camp this year, preparing and things, did you have sort of full faith that you could earn sort of more regular spots?
Yeah, I think it was definitely on my mind in the off season, and looking back to last season, I was fortunate enough to have the under 20s, right? Under 20s, and then I had the 3 or 4 or 5 games there where it was good level, and I felt like I gave myself a bit of more belief in what I can do, because I played pretty well there, I thought. And then I got an extra confidence boost when I got called up to the All Whites, and that instilled more confidence in me and more belief in myself, so that I knew that when I came back for pre-season, at the start of pre-season, that I could just do my best and try to hit the ground running, really earn a spot early in pre-season, because at the time there was talk about more signings at centre-back, and that was something that I was kind of aware of, but I kind of just had to use it as a bit of a, not necessarily a motivator, but just something to just keep me going and keep me disciplined with what I was doing.
Mo mentioned the culture in this team is a big part of the success so far. Do you agree? And what else do you think is giving the side such a good run at the moment?
Yeah, I think the culture is a massive thing for the team. We've got a very good dressing room, I believe, and we all get on really well. I think it does pay dividends on the pitch, because everyone wants to run for each other and pass whatever, like we want to do things for each other, not just ourselves, and that all contributes to the success we've had so far. We're only 6 or 7 games in, right? So we've got a long way to go. We've got to keep going week by week and just take it as it comes.
There are a fair number of people, both sides of the Tasman, sort of before the season, doubting the Phoenix's chances. Did you guys take notice of that? Had you been out to try and respond to that at all or prove something?
I think Painey alluded to this earlier in one of his earlier conferences. That's probably more something that the staff have probably looked at. We hear things and things get relayed back to us, but for us it's more about proving what we can do and just not so much worrying about what other people expect or what they think about what we're going to do, just worrying about what we can control and how we want to play, that sort of thing.
Last week, Chloe Knott resigned from the Nick Women, and she said that one of the things was around pay. As a man, can you afford to be a professional footballer and not have to worry about making ends meet?
Fortunately, I can.
And what do you make of the women's situation?
I don't know. I don't really want to speak too much on it because I don't know the ins and outs. I've seen that the club released something, and she released something herself, and look, I don't know the ins and outs, so I can't really speak on it.
So even though you guys are in the same club, you're both the Knicks, you have nothing to do with the women's team at all, and vice versa? We see them most days, and they train before us, and we see them in the gym, and we speak to them and that sort of thing. But I'll be honest, the last 4 or 5 days I haven't seen them because they've been away for a bit. One of the big talking points this season, and actually in the last sort of few months, has been around the rise of ACL injuries. What are the Knicks men doing to address that issue in the men's game?
Again, I don't really know. Like we've got our IP programs that we do every day, and we focus on that sort of stuff. Mo said earlier, I think. I'm not saying that injuries are all mental, but there is definitely research behind your mindset on injuries and how having potentially a negative mindset can negatively affect or increase the chances of your injuries, right? So we just do what we can, do what we can that's in our control, to keep ourselves fit and keep ourselves on the pitch, whether that be recovery or injury prevention or gym or whatever. We kind of just control what we can control, and injuries are part of football, right? You know, it's very unfortunate that the ACL injury has been happening a lot in women recently, in women's football, sorry. But again, it's not something that I can change. You know, I can only look after myself and give myself the best chance of being fit every week.
Defence has been a big difference this season. 3 clean sheets, 6 games. What sort of messages is Chiefy passing on to you guys in defence?
I think it's the message is that it's a whole team thing. You know, we defend with 11 players and we attack with 11 players. You know, I think we've been pretty solid so far this season. We're set up quite well, and everyone knows their roles. Helps when AP saves a couple of penalties as well. But no, I think it's a whole team thing, and we've been doing well. We've been doing well together as a unit so far, and we'll continue to work on it and improve where we need to improve, and just keep it going.
And how's your relationship been with Chiefy? I feel like you've developed a lot this season, and has he helped give you a bit more confidence about your game as well? Yeah,
potentially. I have a good relationship with Chiefy. You know, we speak when we need to, and he gives me pointers when he needs to, and that sort of stuff. He has probably instilled a little bit of belief in me, whether he knows it or not. I feel better this year than I have probably in other years for a number of reasons. You know, physically feel better and all that sort of stuff, and mentally probably in a better place. But no, Chiefy has had a big impact so far on me this season, and has allowed me to probably play with a bit more freedom and express my strengths as well.
What's he like as a coach? Is he like a man manager? Is he very tactical? Does he do big storming speeches, or does he sort of just say enough that you need to hear to play your game? Yeah,
it's difficult to say, you know, because I haven't had a whole heap of experience with different managers. I'd say that he's himself, and that goes a long way. You know, he speaks to us when he needs to speak to us, and lets us work things out when we need to work it out, and that all adds up, and it's been pretty positive so far.
And the club's won, I think, 4 awards this month. I mean, how's the overall vibe? Things are going pretty well on the field.
Yeah, for sure. It's a special thing for the club to win those 4 awards, and I think it's special for those people as well, the individual awards. I think as a club we want to keep going, and we want to achieve our goals as a club, not only as individuals but all together, and that's what we'll be looking forward to trying to build on for the coming months and the coming games.